I keep not finding. What? A dog sham. Oh, really? Wow. I will have to buy a dog ShamWow, and then I will have to buy a dog.
You might be able to borrow mine.
No. Oh yes. Yeah, it's recording. I know. All right. Let's try not to waste too much bandwidth. Let's focus. The boy threw the frisbee at the car while his sister watched in horror. What type of sentence? You know it's not simple anymore. So compound, complex, or compound, complex?
No, compound.
Compound? If it's compound, what do we know about it?
You have a compound.
You would have two or more independent clauses, and they would be joined by a coordinating conjunction. Of course, the coordinating conjunctions only number to 6, so you should be able to see it in there. Do you see one of those coordinating conjunctions? Yeah, boy fan. Or fanboy. Depending upon your... Correct, it's not up there.
So that means it would be complex.
Complex. While is a subordinating conjunction, not a coordinating conjunction. Be careful, though. Memorize your coordinating conjunctions. They are easy to remember, especially since you have that fun mnemonic device, the boy fan. But, or, yet, for, and, or nor. And pretty much, you can knock that down even shorter because you're really only going to see but, or, and, possibly yet. This is a complex sentence. Contains two clauses, one of those being subordinate, one of them being independent. Which is the subordinate clause? Rachel. While his sister watched in horror. So since that's the subordinate one, Rachel, what do you know about it in terms of the diagram? Where will it be?
It'll be on the bottom.
Correct. Tell me why? Yes, because in a sense, the dependent modifies the independent, and anything that modifies something else falls below it. So let's create two diagrams here. Rachel, another question. Can you tell me whether this while his sister watched in horror will fall over to the right of this diagram or over to the left? And by that question, I'm asking, does it modify the subject or does it modify the predicate? Why? Correct. Rachel's saying it's while. It means time. It's while the or when the action is taking place. That means that I will see this diagram falling over to this side of the board. So let's start with the first one, right? Austin, start me out. The independent clause, give me subject and predicate.
Subject is boy.
Yes? Good. Boy. Give me the rest.
Three is direct object.
Very good. Frisbee is the direct object. Looks like we'll need a couple thes. Finish it out, Austin.
At the car is the direct object.
That is true. However, what word precedes the car, which tells you about its phrase structure? At the car is therefore a correct. Oh, yeah, where does it go? Stop it. That's right, because it's talking about where that action was directed. It's modifying the action, giving you extra information about that. It is quiet. Everybody's just watching in amazement at how easy this is. While his sister watched in horror. Kayla, subject predicate. Yeah. What else? Keep going. Leave the while for the last. Come on, in horror. Yes, thank you, Veronica. Okay, prepositional phrase. Telling how she watched. Okay, Chelsea, help me out with the connection.
Would be on a vertical dotted line going from through to wherever on the top.
Very good. It doesn't matter where we connect it on the bottom so much because really the entirety of this modifies only this. So it's important where it connects at the top, not so important where it connects at the bottom. Go ahead.
So when you have a sentence with coordinating conjunctions, that's when it like connects to both.
Correct, because that's kind of saying the entirety is connecting to the entirety, so yes. That's where you have that crazy double connection. Questions? Most important, what did we find out? You've got to focus on that conjunction first, and you must be able to separate clauses. So find the different clauses. Once again, the basic question, subject, predicate, what are they? If you find subject-predicate pairings, you're finding the clauses. Then you look at conjunctions, you're finding out what kinds of clauses they are. And then you just ask yourself the question, in the case of a subordinating clause, what's it modifying? That's the series of questions that we just followed. Once we answered those questions, everything else up here was cake. This is incredibly easy to modify or to diagram direct objects, prepositional phrases. Most of the material that I'll throw at you on Monday is simple to diagram.